be able to move up in front. Now, for the rest of you, can you turn around, put your books down? Put your books down. I need to either cross your legs or sit as comfortably as possible. That's it. Straight back, like straight back. And I need you to recite Surah Al-Fatiha. إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ اهْدِنَا السَّعِينَ اهْدِنَا الصِّرَاطَ الْمُسْتَقِيمَ صِرَاطَ الَّذِينَ أَنْعَمْتَ عَلَيْهِمْ غَيْرِ الْمَغْضُوبِ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ. Close your eyes, look down. Ask Allah to give the thawabs to all those people who have died, especially those in your family. Ask for those who are ill and those who are in trouble. Put your books down, please, and look down. For a little while, I need you to concentrate and listen. Thank you. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة ومحمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين. Proper salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Sit properly, please. If you are over 2 years old, that means if you're not a baby, you shouldn't be eating, you shouldn't be drinking, and you should be sitting really nicely. Okay? Can you do that for me? All right. Now, yesterday we talked about something called a spiritual bank. Do you remember that? Where was this bank? Here, where you do matam. Where was it? Right here. And what did we put in that bank? Do you remember what we put yesterday? Ya Muhammad, Ya Ali, Ya Fatima, Ya Hassan, Ya Hussein. Oh my goodness, you're so clever. Now today we're going to put some more things in that bank. The other thing we could put in that bank is a salawat. Do you know how to say salawat properly? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Now, when you have a bank outside, somebody told me yesterday that you put money in the bank and they look after it. If you don't put anything in it, it's empty. Now, in this bank in the heart, you need to put something in every single day. How many times? Every single day. How many days in a week? How much? 7. How many weeks? 7. Who said 10? 7 days in a week. And every single day, you've got to put something in. Now, one of the things you've got to put in is called salah. Some people call it namaz. Who calls it namaz? Put your hands up. Oh. How many call it salah? And how many call it prayer? Oh, so sometimes people call it salah. Put your hands down. Sometimes people call it namaz, and sometimes they call it prayer. But in the Quran, it is called salah. Can you say that for me? Salah. No, I need it really properly. Salah. Salah. Good. How many times in a day do we pray? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who said 5? That's really cool. What are the names of those prayers? Subh or Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr. Good, you're so clever. Now, let me see how clever you are. Without looking at your mums and without your mums looking at their phones, what was the time for Salah this morning for Fajr? For Fajr. And if you don't know, then you've got issues. Moms can put up their hands too without looking at their phones. In the early morning is a good answer. Yeah. Okay, well, 2:32, 2:21. I'll go for all the 2s, yeah. Before you wake up. Okay, so you should be getting up for Fajr. Now, many people tell me, put your hands down, they say they can't wake up for Fajr because they come to the mosque at night. Well, you shouldn't come to the mosque at night if you can't wake up for Fajr. Fajr is more important than waking up at night. What time did you say? 2:20, 2:30. Let's say 2:30. Can you remember 2:30 or not? Is that a yes or a no? Okay. What time was Zohar? What time was Zohar today? I'm not even going to ask about Asr. I'm going to ask about Zohar. Yes. That's a good guess because it's 1:11. 11 minutes past 1. So if I ask you Zohar, what will you say? 1:11. Okay. What time is Maghrib? Go on. What time is Maghrib? I don't think it's 1:15. If Zohar is 1:11, what time is Maghrib? Yes. Well done, well done. 9:37. Now, normally, when I ask in Ramadan, everybody knows it. Why does everybody know the time in Ramadan? Why? Because you break your fast. Now, there's a problem here. What time is your bedtime? Can you tell me? Yes. Is it normally 8 o'clock? I'm going to ask your moms. What time is bedtime? Because my kids have grown up now. Put your hands down. Yes. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. 9:30. Oh, my goodness. Your mommy must be awesome. 7:30. All right, put your hands down. All right, put your hands down. That's enough. So if your bedtime is 7:30 or 8 o'clock or even 9:30, I don't know where your mommy comes from, but 9:30, how will you pray at 9:37? Do you think your mommies wake you up at 9:37 and say, wake up, it's time to pray? Do they do that? No. Oh, my goodness. You have to wake up yourself. That's even better. That's even better. But you should be able to wake up at 9:37, go quickly on your musalla and pray 3 for Maghrib and how many for Isha? I forgot. How many? 4. So you got to pray 3 and 4. And it's really important you do that. Your mommy's not going to like me, but that's okay. It doesn't bother me at all. Okay? So every single day, how many times? 5 times a day, you are going to put something in your bank. And what is that thing called? Salah. Okay, tell me how many rakats for morning? 2, Zohar, 4, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha, 4. So all these, and how many are they all together? 2 plus 4 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4. How many is it? How many is it? Add those up and tell me, yes. No. 2 plus 4 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4. Sit down. Please sit down and put your hands up. I'm not going to take anybody who doesn't sit down. Yes. It's not 12, no, and it's not 14. Do your moms use calculators and they don't teach you how to do math? You should go to Sajda. One more. 17. Well done. So the answer is 17. Now, I need you to listen to me carefully. Put your hands down and listen carefully. Before you go to sleep, do you do wudu? Oh, thank God for that. Do you brush your teeth? Oh, thank God for that. So you brush your teeth, you do wudu, you get into bed, and then you recite 1 rakat of witr. You can recite it in your bed. So you get into your bed. Can you listen to me? Yes? You say, Allahu Akbar. What do you say? You say Suratul Fatiha. Who knows Suratul Fatiha? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So say it again. Alhamdulillah. Go. Then you recite 1 time Suratul Ikhlas. What is Suratul Ikhlas? Well done. And then you recite 1 time Suratul Falak and 1 time Suratul Nas while you're sleeping. And then you raise your hands in dua and you say, Ya Allah, forgive me for all the naughty things I've done. Forgive my mom and my dad and forgive all the people I know. That's not difficult to do. And then you say, Al-Af, 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 Al-Af. Who knows what Al-Af means? Who knows what it means? Okay. How many know what an eraser is or a rubber? Ah, what does a rubber do? What does it do? What does it do? It rubs out the things that you don't like. If you write something and it's not right, you rub it out. Al-Af is Allah who rubs out everything that you've done that's naughty. And then, if you can't get up from your bed, you can just go into ruku by bowing your head. Do 2 sajdas. your tashahud and salam, and it's finished. And it's known as, what did I say? Salatul Witr. And it's part of namaz-e-shab or salatul tahajjud. I'm going to start again. How many rakats were you going to pray 5 times a day? What was it called? 17. Sit down, please. 17. And how many was that one rakat? I've said it. How many rakats do you pray while you're sleeping? 1. If you're really good, you can go on your musalla. But you don't have to. You can read it in your bed. And if you make it a habit at your age to start praying, oh my goodness, your whole life is going to be so lovely. I'm just hoping that your mommies are going to do it as well. Okay, because when I tell you, I'm actually telling your moms. Right, now let's start with the whole salah. We've got a little bit of time. How do you know? Yes, you call it salah or namaz? I'm going to call it salah, and you're going to call it salah as well. So how do you know when to go to your musalla, when to do wudu? Oh, you have a namaz clock. That's that's real. Put your hands down. Namaz clock is really good. That means when the time happens for namaz or salah, the alarm rings. So what do you do first? You do what? Adhan. Well done. So what do you do? Wudu. So when you do wudu, and then what do you do after you finish wudu? Yeah, but what do you do? From the bathroom, where do you go? So you go to your mat. How does the mat face? North, south, east, or west? The Qibla. Well done. Okay. How do you know where the Qibla is? I mean, you can't just guess it. You can't say, maybe it's here, or maybe it's here, or maybe it's here. What? How do you know? You've prayed namaz before and you know exactly how the Qibla is. How is the Qibla in Stanmore? Is it this way or that way or that way? How do you know? How do you know? How do you know it's that way? Oh, because of the lines on the carpet. And also there is a thing there called a mihrab. Can you see that? That's right. That's how you pray. That's right. Okay, so you got on your mat. You've turned towards Qibla. If you're a boy, you've got to make sure that your clothes are decent. You can't just pray with a vest. You've got to make sure your trousers are below your knees and your t-shirt. But if you're a girl, what do you do? What do your moms do? They wear a namaz chadar. Why do they do that? Nobody's watching them. Why do they wear a namaz chadar? Yes. They cover their hair, but there's nobody looking at them. Why do they cover their hair? Oh my goodness. Yeah. But why don't boys do it then? For boys, it's good to wear a cap. But for girls, when they cover themselves, they're saying, we're covering ourselves with God's kindness. So girls are luckier, sorry. Okay, so they cover themselves, they stand on that musalla, and what's in front of them? What do they have to look at? What is it called? What is it called? I need somebody from the back to give me some answers. Yes. There's a tablet. What is it called? A turba. Turba. That's right. It's a turba. Or it's called a more. Or it's called a sajdagah. And you look at it and you say, Allahu Akbar. Show me how you do Allahu Akbar. Sit down. Sit down. Don't look at the screen. Just look down and show me how you do Allahu Akbar. Why do you put your hands up there? Why? Why do you do that? Sit down. Okay, let me give you an example. Have you watched movies before? You don't watch television, do you? Do you? Oh my goodness. So when you watch television and you see a police car going behind someone and the person comes out, where do they put their hand? No, they don't. They put their hands up, don't they? No, not like you're free. Like, I respect you. I'm not going to do anything naughty. The moment you say Allahu Akbar, you are saying, I will not do anything naughty now. So you say Allahu Akbar. Sit down. You don't have to look at the screen. Sit down. Why towards the ears? Because you put it no, you can put it here, and you are actually saying, I will do anything for Allah. Then you recite Surah Al-Fatiha. And then what else do you recite after Surah Al-Fatiha? I forgot. What else do you recite? What do you recite after Surah Al-Fatiha? Tell me. Either Surah Al-Ikhlas or Surah Al-Kawthar or any other surah that you want. Then you go into ruku. Can somebody show me how they do ruku? Just one person. I want one girl and one boy. Yeah, can I have you? Can I have you? You've got your hand up. Hello? Come on, come. Come here. Come, Kawthar, come here. And can I have you? Come. All right, let me see how Kawthar does ruku. How do you do ruku, Kawthar? Can you show me? You show me how you do ruku. How do you do ruku? Put your hand on your knees and bend down. Do you know how you do ruku, Kawthar? Okay, does somebody else want to show me? Because Kawthar is a little bit nervous at the moment. Come. Can you show me how you do ruku? Go on then. No, ruku, not sijda, ruku. Legs together, hands on your knees. And a girl does it with 45 degrees. A boy, 90 degrees. Did you see that? So a boy has their feet apart, and if you put a glass of water on his back, it will not fall. For a girl, she has 45 degrees, and her feet are together. The boy has to have his feet apart. Can you see that? It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Are you okay? Good. And you're going to look in between your feet. That's okay, thank you so much. When you look in between your feet, you're telling Allah that I am only this much in the world. How big is the world? Can you tell me? How big is the world? How big? It's massive. How many people in the world? Sit down, put your hands up, and then ask me. Sit down and put your hands up. Yes. 10 people in the world. Oh, yes. 83? 93, okay, a bit more than that, a bit more in billions. Put your hands down, sit down and then put your hands up, sorry, yes. 1 billion, a bit more than that. Go on. How much? 6 million? 6 billion, okay, we're getting there, yes. Infinite, yeah, I would say that too. Because that's how it feels like, okay? So 7 billion people in the world, okay? So there's lots. How many? I'm not even going to ask you how many zeros in a billion because you won't know. Okay, so 7 billion people in the world, and we are one of them. When you do ruku and you look down, you say, I am just one of the 7 billion, but I'm really important to myself. And then you get up and you say, Sami Allahu liman hamida. Allah, Sami is to hear. Allah hears all those people who say thank you and you are awesome to Him. Do you know that? So when you stand up, you don't just say, Allah Akbar and go into sajda. You say, Allah hears those who thank Him and those who say His awesome. What do you thank Allah for? Can you tell me? I want to hear. What do you thank Allah for? First, the first thing you will thank Him for. Yes. For what? For making this beautiful world. What else? Mom and dad. Have you seen how your moms do stuffs? First mom and then dad or their papa, or whatever you call him, baba, whatever you call him. And then you'll thank him for your siblings. Your teachers, absolutely right. What else? Okay. Okay, but while you're doing Sami Allahu liman hamida, you have to in your head thank Him for stuff. Then you go into sijda. Show me sijda. All of you can show me sijda. Where you are, show me sijda. And what do you think you're doing wrong? How many things? It's okay, it's okay. How many things on the floor? 7. Well done. Your 2 knees, your 2 toes, your 2 palms, and your forehead. How many is that? How many is that? Okay, you can get up now. You can get up now. 7 parts go down in sajda. Now, sajda is the most important part. What do you say in sajda? Can somebody tell me? What do you say in sajda? Subhana Rabbiyal A'la wa bihamdi. But you can use your sajda to say as many du'as as you want, in whatever language you want. So you can ask him for whatever you want. You can thank him. The Prophet used to have long sajdas. You can't do a short sajda. It's not good. So it's good to do a long sajda. Then you get up and what do you say? Astaghfirullah Rabbi wa atubu ilayh. What does that mean? What does that mean? Hands up, and then you will answer my question. Yes. What do you mean? Sit down. So when I said, what does astaghfirullah Rabbi wa atubu ilayh mean? You put up your hand. Yes. Well done. Well done. Sorry for all the naughty things I've done. Then you go back into sajda, and you come up, and if this is your last rakat, what do you recite? What is it called? Tashahhud and salam. Say it again. Tashahhud and salam. Don't look up at the screen. Even if you can see yourself, look down. It's so much better. Tashahhud and salam. And how do you say tashahhud? Can anybody tell me? Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadar. Or do you say abduhu wa rasuluhu? Okay. And do you say salawat? What do you say? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. And how do you say the salam? Assalamu alayka ayyuhan nabiyyu wa rahmatullahi. And then what do you say? What do you say then? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. Okay, that's good. So you've prayed your salah. Now, are you going to pray tonight? Maghrib or Isha? Or both? What time are you going to pray? I forgot the time. What time was it? No, it wasn't 8:30. What was it? 9:37. Okay. I'd like you to close your eyes now. Look down. Close your eyes, look down, and I don't want any talking at all, including mummies, unless you're under 2. If you're under 2, you can talk as much as you like, okay? Okay. Right, we're going to go to Karbala, and you're going to be sad. Close your eyes. It's the only way to be sad. Close your eyes, please. Thank you. So, on the night of Ashura, from the tents, there were so many tents. And in those tents, you could hear lots of people talking. They were either praying, or they were doing dua, or they were sitting there reading Quran. But there were some mummies who were telling their children, you got to be really brave tomorrow. Like really strong, really brave, because it's going to be really hard. You see, those people who are bad had stopped water, so they didn't have any water either. So they were really, really thirsty. Today is probably one of those days when it's really, really hot. And if you don't have water, it's not easy. So these children had no water. But there were 2 children. Their names were Aun and Muhammad. Can you say those 2 names? Aun and Muhammad. They were very little. They were maybe 12 or 13 years old, or even younger. And their mommy was telling them, you are strong children. You're very brave children. You have learned how to be really, really brave. So tomorrow we want you to be brave. If you have to go and fight, then I want you to be brave. And they said, of course, Mama, we're going to be brave. So the next morning, when they see all these bad people attacking the good ones, they said, we want to go and help as well. Now remember, they had been trained. They knew how to fight. They were like little soldiers. They were quite good soldiers as well. So Imam Hussein put on their armor. Do you know what an armor is? It's made out of little rings of iron, which means nobody can touch you as such. So they had little rings of iron on them. They were given something to fight with, and both of them went to the battlefield. And Imam Hussein tells both of them, you have to take instructions from us, because you're pretty little. I know you're clever, and I know you're brave, but you have to take instructions from us. So when they went to the battlefield, the head of the baddies was Yazid, but he had a deputy called Umar Saad who was in Karbala. And he said, who are these children? They are so amazing. And somebody said, they are the sons of Zainab. So he said, because I'm bad, I'm not going to be fair. I'm not going to fight the fair way. I want all of you, that means all these big men, to surround these little men, or these little boys, and hit them with stones and anything they could find. When those boys fell down, Imam was really, really sad, because the bullies were really bad. And he was so sad. He picked them up and he took them to the tents. And he said, where is their mama? We want their mama to come. But their mama was on the musalla. And she said, thank you to God. So like Sami Allahu liman hamida, she said, thank you to God, because she had such brave children. Now what you need to do is close your eyes. Close your eyes for a minute. Ask Allah to look after all the children in the world today for whom life is very difficult. There are children in Gaza who have no water, no food, their parents are not around. Some of them, because of the things that the bullies do and the bad people do, haven't even got legs and hands. So first you're going to pray for them, and secondly you're going to say Alhamdulillah for everything God has given you. So can you close your eyes, please? Really close your eyes tight. First pray for them. Ask Allah to take them out of the difficulty they're in, so that the bullies don't do what they're doing, and then say thank you to God for everything you have. Can you close your eyes, please, and say thank you? Good girl. Right, we're going to recite the Surah Al-Fatiha, and then you can do Matam. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. صدق الله العظيم. Right.
Right. Who would like to do Matam? Yeah.